we f***ed up. One of the things that we wanted to do before we left on this trip was kind of get used to some of our mobile recording equipment. Obviously, usually I record here in the studio, so doing things remotely was a little bit different for us. So we wanted to set up some of our cameras and interview some local businesses here in Florida. One of the places we went to is the barbershop that takes care of my hair, and we went to Ron and interviewed him at Scalps Barbershop in Homosassa, Florida. We set up all of our cameras, we had multiple angles, everything was doing great, but we forgot to charge the batteries last night. So we got part of the way through the video and everything was recording, everything was going great, and the battery died. When batteries die on video cameras, you basically lose the entire video you recorded. So the only video we have is from a GoPro that we just, pure luck, set up on the mirror kind of at an angle. So we lost all of our good audio and we lost all of our good camera angles. It is what it is. Either way, I think you're still gonna really enjoy this interview. Ron is a great guy, the barbershop is great, and we kind of learned some of the aspects of what took place during the pandemic and how businesses had to adapt. Really hope you enjoy it. Thanks. So we're here in Homosassa, Florida with Ron at Scalps Barbershop and about to get a haircut. Now, obviously I moved down here because of multiple reasons, but coming down here, I know a lot of people from northern states have moved down to Florida. Has that helped your business as more people move to this area?
Oh, certainly, yeah. I mean, 'cause we used to rely a lot on snowbird season, as they call it, you know?
Right.
But now, you know, these days here lately, they've been coming down and staying, you know, and buying up homes like crazy. So it's, yes, it's really helped. Summertime traffic doesn't seem to slow down much at all.
When you worked here, you were an employee previously, correct?
Mm-hmm, yep.
And then you started your own barbershop at the other location.
That's right.
And how long did you have that location?
Right at 10 years.
So 10 years. And then that was right around the time I met you, because I had just moved here, and you were there for about 3 or 4 months before you switched over to this location for me going to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you've been here since October, right?
That's right, yeah. You know, basically the shop kind of closed down here and it was left empty and an opportunity waiting to happen.
And how many barbers do you have working for you?
2, Robert and Joe.
Robert and Joe.
Yeah, both master barbers in their own right. Robert, been doing it for, you know, his whole life. And Joe is our vintage barber, as I affectionately call him, respectfully though.
Right.
He's 80 years old, hey.
I did not realize he was 80.
Not most people don't.
Yeah.
The man is...
I knew he was an older gentleman, but I didn't realize he was 80, because
Yeah.
he's still up, you know, he's cut my hair a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Now, how did COVID impact your business?
Well, pretty bad from the standpoint of we were shut down for what seemingly now, I guess, was a short period of time. You know, it was about 8 weeks.
8 weeks, yeah.
You know, so of course, lost some money and the unknown and, you know, not knowing what the heck was going on.
You didn't know if you could reopen the business or not. You still had to pay your rent and all your expenses.
Certainly, yeah. It was never even an issue between my landlord and I down there where we were. I didn't bring it up, he didn't bring it up, so, you know, I wasn't gonna. I knew I had to pay my bill, so that's just what we did.
Right. You said back when COVID was taking place, you had to do appointments. Do you do appointments now, or is it all strictly walk-in?
No, we just like to do walk-ins, or I'll say I mostly like to do walk-ins. I just don't like the whole keeping track of all of it, and then I've had disruptions where unfortunately people may not show up.
Right.
And that really, you know, that screws you up.
That screws you up because you set up an appointment at 1 o'clock and you're sitting here waiting and the person never shows.
Exactly.
So what struggles did you kind of learn from opening your business and running it through COVID? And you'd already been in business for a while, so you made it through the first year, which is the hardest for most businesses. So did that experience help you make it through COVID, or was it just hoping and praying and doing the best you can?
Well, I guess with COVID, there was so many unknowns, you know, across every really spectrum you could think of, whether it was job or what the virus itself was and what it was doing to people, that just kind of riding the wave of it all like everyone else, you know, obviously a lot of praying and, you know, and just trying to slowly understand what was going on just in the community at large, you know, across our county and into the whole state itself. I don't want to say strange, but I'm glad feel blessed that I haven't had it, but it's still a bit of a mystery, you know.
Yeah, and it seemed to hit random people. You know, I had the first round that came through. My business partner, just pure luck before we knew about it, he and his girlfriend went to New York for a Broadway play right as New York was starting to get COVID, and nobody knew about it. So when he came back home, he just kind of thought he had the flu, and unfortunately shared it with the office, and we all had the beauty of experiencing it. And it was a miserable 2 or 3 weeks.
See how we're working here.
Looks good. Perfect as always.
All right.